Hi learners, today's topic is one for the books. We want to talk about how you can reset your life with a zero budget. You know those times in life when you just feel like you want a new start, a new beginning, you feel like you want to move somewhere new, you want a clean slate in life. That is what we want to talk about, because in those moments you might be low on budget or have no money at all. So how do you go about that? There are a few tricks that you can do, a few things you can do within your capacity so that you have, or rather you model that feeling for yourself. So let's look at it, but before then, please, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to do and hit the notification bell so that when I put up a video, you get notified about it. Let's get into that. Number one thing is to rearrange your space. You guys, rearranging your house does this mind thing to you that is unmatched, like moving couches here and there, shifting up things in the house or moving decor pieces in your house. It does something to you. And you know the thing about rearranging your space, sometimes you forget that you've done it. So when you've stepped out and then you come in and you get to actually notice something is different in this house, it gives you a fresh start. It gives you a fresh start. So try that. The second thing is to declutter your space. The thing that makes us feel like we need a new beginning most of the times is because of clutter in our space. And the moment you move things that you no longer need or things that don't serve you anymore, you actually realize that you are starting on a clean slate. You feel like there's a new beginning for you. So I encourage you that if you find things that you've not used in a while, like a year, those things, it's a clear indication that you don't need them anymore, right? So clear up clutter once in a while and it gives you a very fresh start to life. The third thing is to begin thinking differently. By this, I mean moving from a scarcity mindset to an abundant mindset. Scarcity mindset is so limiting. You feel like you can't move past a certain level. But an abundant mindset helps you to see possibility. Like you get to explore different things. You see actually it's possible for you to achieve things that are beyond you or things that seem to be beyond you. So moving from that kind of mindset to this other mindset is something that can give you a fresh start. It gives you a new beginning to life. The fourth thing is to take walks as you think through life. I know we could all die like for a trip to our favorite destinations or a place we would want to go to. But remember, we are on a zero budget. So how do we bring that feeling here? The thing about walks is with the right mindset, it can even do more for you than you would experience being in another place. It still does the job. It's what is within you at that time, because remember, we are working with a zero budget. So take walks. Be inspired by nature if you're a creative. The other way that you can reset your life is by making use of your networks. And by this, I don't mean using people, because I'm assuming if you have a network, you've been nurturing it. You've been nurturing friendships and connections, professional and maybe social wise. So you have people, or you have a social capital. I think that's what it's called. You have a social capital. You have people you can call and ask, I need a lead on this. What would you advise? That's the best time to make use of your network. But remember, if you've not been nurturing these friendships or those connections, it will feel like you're using people. So think about that so that it can act as an arsenal for you in those rainy days. The other thing is journaling. I know I have talked I don't know how many times about journaling on this channel. It's because it's something that has really helped me get through some things. I remember when I started journaling, seriously, I had moved to a new place and it was a way for me to decompress and express the emotions that were inside. And it can really come through for you if you're looking for a fresh start. It can help you process emotions. If you want to make a decision about something, it's easy for you to write it down and see how that sits with you. Like, how do you feel about that? And we have to normalize journaling, by the way. We have to normalize journaling because people assume that journaling is only for writing sad events. No, it can be for anything. Maybe you're stuck on something, and by writing it down, you actually get to think through it, because you don't write without thinking, right? So when you write it down, you're actually thinking through those things that you're stuck on. And that way, somehow through that process, a solution comes to you. So think about that. The other thing is to dress up, once in a while. And let me tell you, you don't have to be dressing up to go somewhere. Sometimes you can just dress up to cook. You can dress up to work from home. And that professional look will just give you a boost of productivity. Dressing up is one of those unspoken therapeutic things or underrated things that can really be therapeutic for you. So try that, and it just does something to your mind as well. And sometimes when you're dressing up in that professional way, there's a way it makes you work towards that. Yeah, so think about that also. The last thing I'm proposing to you is to include self-care routines. Those things are like a big hug to yourself, and they are the smallest things. It could be you just reading memory verses, or rather reading Bible verses that speak positively into your life. It could be you making a cup of coffee for yourself before you start that journaling, right? Or you're doing a home-based facial steaming. It can just be anything that really makes you feel loved and makes you show up better for yourself. So think about that too. Those are my few recommendations of things you can do to reset your life with a zero budget. Let me know which one was your favorite in the comment section. And also don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and see you in the next one. Bye.